Located in downtown Beaver Falls, the City House provides space for Geneva College students to live in Christian community while embracing the life of their neighborhood. The program began in 2006 when resident director Wendy Van Wine and Professor Brad Fry envisioned students moving into a distressed neighborhood in an attempt to better understand and care for the community. Since purchasing the house, over 60 Geneva College students have taken up residence in the Beaver Falls community at the City House. Like many industrial towns across the country, Beaver Falls has undergone significant decline. Built upon the steel industry, the loss of work has debilitated the community since the mills closed in the early 1980s. What was once a hub for shopping, dining, and entertainment has now experienced a declining population, the physical deterioration of buildings, an increasing level of poverty, drug activity, and hopelessness, which have each taken their toll on the community. While many would steer away from such a place as this, Wendy and Dr. Fry believe that it provides a context for deep learning and a place for students to experience the richness of a traditional neighborhood.
City House is a living learning community in downtown Beaver Falls, and where we have about 10 Geneva College students living, trying to understand what it means for us to live in Christian community with one another, and how we might honor Christ in our life together as a community.
You know, just casually, you pass by people all the time. These sort of random times where we meet up with other people. You see them, you say hi, you get in a conversation, and you just develop relationships that way.
Each September, students at the City House kick off the new year with a block party. Nearly 100 folks come out for burgers, hot dogs, and a good time with neighbors and friends.
It turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened to our neighborhood and to us as a family, because Wendy really loved our son and spent a lot of time with Ethan and took him on bike rides, and we got to spend a lot of time with the other students that were here the first season. It's been great because the students are always so nice and they're always willing to babysit, which is a bonus, and watch after the kids when they're out playing, and it's been a blessing to us.
During the summer months, Wendy and the students also tend an urban garden with a few of their neighbors.
This is the urban garden. We're just about half a block away from the City House. We got about 3 or 4 households that contribute financially to different expenses like fencing and fertilizer, seeds, plants, that sort of thing. And then there's about, I don't know, half a dozen people that do the labor, the weeding and the planting and whatnot.
The city tore down the house that was here, and the owner of the property allowed us to use it for our urban garden. And so for us it's pretty significant that there's new life kind of growing where there was so many problems and drug activity before.
While living at the City House, each student chooses a church ministry or community organization of which to volunteer. Many of the students tutor kids at one of the after-school programs or serve meals at a local soup kitchen.
I'm working at Providence nursing home, volunteering, just hanging out with the people there, playing bingo, coloring pictures, just spending time with them because they don't get to have a lot of quality time with people outside of the nursing home. So they really appreciate having someone there, just being willing to hang out with them just for fun and just wanting to be with them in their own free time.
I want to continue working with Tiger Paws through here as well, and opening myself more up to the kids there and finding new ways to connect with people as well.
I volunteer at the soup kitchen at the Salvation Army. It's been a really good experience. I just didn't realize how much I would also be given by living here, and so basically the community service it's kind of like giving back to the city. We talk a lot in the house about hospitality and how we're to see others as Jesus Christ, and also we're to be Jesus Christ to others.
In addition to building relationships and serving in their neighborhood, students are additionally challenged to understand what it means to live in Christian community. Wendy and the students take turns cooking dinner throughout the week, grocery shopping, and other household tasks.
A lot of City House is about community, and community is great because you grow a lot in patience, in grace, in communication skills. But we also have a lot of fun. We play games, we watch a lot of movies together, we have random conversations in the kitchen, and you just really feel like you belong.
This experience in Christian community and neighborhood is integrated into a 4-credit course which is facilitated at the house for the students, which focuses on how the scriptures can inform where and how we live as people of faith.
Civic Engagement Beaver Falls is a course that we ask our students here in the City House to take while they live here in the house. It's a course that focuses a lot on first the city of Beaver Falls and trying to understand the urban context in which we live, but also things like community development and local economies and how each of those things kind of tie into who we are as followers of Christ. The course is taught here in the City House, and so we use a lot of field trips, retreats. We meet here in the afternoons during the week, but the teachers of the course are actually several different faculty members from the college, but also guest speakers from the community. And so it's a course that's mixed in a lot of ways, and hopefully provides a deep learning experience for our students.
All of us were learning what it meant to live together and live in community and be a part of the neighborhood.
And even just the people that I know at the soup kitchen, and the joy I get from seeing them weekly. There's a lot of great people down here too.
It really challenged me to find points at which I could connect with all sorts of different people.
Our greatest hope for the City House is that students would learn how to care for one another and how to really care for this place in which we live, and that the ways we live our lives would reflect the things that we've learned here in Beaver Falls in our neighborhood. But also I hope that we are a gift to this neighborhood and to our community, like they have been to us. And so I hope that it enriches the lives of our students, but also the life of this place in Beaver Falls.